Look, it was never going to be easy coming here for Arsenal. A point in this league phase is not bad, is it?
No, I think it is. I mean, you look at what they've done in recent times in Europe. You know, they've done exceptionally well.
Sorry, mate.
Here comes Declan. Declan, well played tonight, fella. Difficult game. You pleased? You pleased with the result?
Look, it's tough to win away in the Champions League. Really tough. You know, these are European champions. A really, really tough game. You know, they've had the same manager for 9 years, play a man-to-man game all over the pitch, and it's not easy. So you had to adjust. But I think the main thing tonight, we defended well again. You know, our high press was good, but with the ball we can be 10, 15 times better. We just give the ball away a bit too sloppily tonight when we could have hurt them and took a few more touches instead of trying to play 1 and 2 touch all the time.
What extra difficulty did they give you in the game? Castellara seemed to be making really good runs, didn't he? Behind you. How difficult was that to play against?
Really difficult. I think, like I said, they've played the same way under this coach for so long, and they're a really tough team to crack. They follow you all over the pitch. It's hard to adjust. So that's why we're trying to constantly threaten behind, you know, because sometimes the centre-half follows you the whole way down towards our goal. There's a big space in behind their back line. So, you know, we're trying to exploit that a little bit. And towards the end, Martinelli had a great chance. Like I said, with the ball, we could probably be a little bit better than what we showed tonight.
In this format, tell us from a player's perspective and the team, obviously, how pleased are you with this result, or how do you actually feel about this result, given it's 8 games, you've got a new format, what's your thinking?
Yeah, I think it's a good point to start. Obviously, we want to win every game. You know, that's the ambition of the players, the manager, the club. But we have a tough group as well, you know. We have really tough games coming, so we know with this format you have to win. So we've got PSG next at home, which will be a great game. So look, we'll take one game at a time. We obviously go back to the Prem now, but Champions League is something we really want to set our sights on because we've got the players to do it.
How important are clean sheets for you guys? Is that something you guys are championing when you get in there, as much as goals almost?
Yeah.
Because for a successful team, that is the platform.
Yeah, look, we're delighted with another clean sheet. I think the 2 centre-halves, you know, I can't speak highly enough of them. The keeper has gone to a next level. Wow. Unbelievable. You know, they live the game in the right way. They love defending. When you've got a free, like a little triangle like that, who want it as much as they do, you know, can be really good. But we're all gutted in there because obviously it's a clean sheet, but you know, we want to win.
Is there any? I know Ramsdale's one of your teammates, and you all get along, and he's a great character. But him maybe going away, do you think that's now given Raya even a little bit more of a confidence boost to perform the way he's done this season?
Do you know what? He's so level-headed. He hasn't changed one bit, even when Rama's come in. Rama's come out and he come into the team. You know, he didn't change his mannerisms or the way he was.
Because it was big pressure, wasn't it?
Yeah, massive pressure. And I think, you know, now, obviously, he was our number 1 last season. Now, obviously, he's fully number 1. There's no questions around that anymore. You know, he's really focused. And, you know, that's 3 games a season now. He's made crucial saves. So, like I said, he's doing everything right. He's living away from football the right way. And, you know, he's showing that on the pitch.
Declan, you were a major signing last year. How pleasing is it for you to see the calibre of player that's now coming to the club? Calafiori came on tonight, dovetailed in midfield beautifully, didn't he? Timber now playing, of course he was last year. Yeah. Sterling coming in. Does that give you extra confidence as a group that you can go one step further this year?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously it's been small margins where we've missed out on the league. That's why I signed for Arsenal. You know, I could see the ambition, I could see the trajectory of the club, the way it was going. You know, Calafiori, Timber to be back is like a new signing as well. Obviously, Raz has come in. So look, it's a long season. We're still only in September. You know, we've got all the way till May. So look, it's going to be a long road. It's like a big, long mountain. You know, it's going to be so many games, and it's got to keep our head down, keep cracking away at it. And yeah, I'm sure good things are coming for this club.
Declan, hi. You know what? I can't get a word in edgeways with these two, but I'm here. Hello.
Hello.
Deck, I just want to ask you about Sunday, actually. I mean, it's a huge game. In fact, it's been a huge week, and so much has been talked about that. You got the victory in the North London derby. You've now taken a point from here. Momentum. Okay, it's not a victory, but there's a process to what you're doing, and you're not losing, and you're keeping those clean sheets. How much confidence does that give to you ahead of Sunday?
Yeah, massive. You know, when you've got a solid base and a solid group like we've got, I think all 11 on the pitch, whether, you know, you're not a regular starter, whether you start all the time, everyone knows the objective going into the game. You know, you can see that we're digging for each other until the end, and that's going to be needed at the Etihad on Sunday. You know, we watched their game last night. You know, teams don't want to go there and sit in, but they're that good at keeping the ball. Sometimes they sink you back, and you know, sometimes you're just sat in there not wanting to be, but you have to be so switched on and 100% committed, because they can hurt you at any time. So look, last year there was a few chances that we could have done better with there, but the manager just said there, we want to go there this time to win, and it's crucial for our season.
Declan, just before you go, I want to know where you got the blazer the other day, please, because I want to get one. That was a phenomenal blazer, serious, it was unreal.
Is he allowed to advertise on screen?
Mate.
Can I take him back in the dressing room? So, Martin,
I want to know where the blazer's from first. Hold on, what are you talking about?
Let's take our jackets off here. So,
No more blazers.
Martinelli, I see you as a leader, okay?
Yeah.
Will you be spreading some love for Martinelli? He's had a really good opportunity there to score, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's 16 games now since he scored, and he needs that arm around him in the dressing room.
Yeah, definitely. I think one thing with Gabby is he's quiet, but he's so tenacious. You see him in training, he's ratting constantly. He's always trying to get himself into the right areas. He really wants it. He would want to do better with the chance he had tonight if he sees it back. But, in training every day, he's working after training on them types of things with our attacking coach, cutting balls across the edge of the box, scoring goals. So, look, I'm sure it's going to come for him. We really need him. He's a massive player, and like the whole squad, at the minute we're really young on the bench. We're quite light because of a few injuries, but that we'll stick together, and we'll keep going.
Dick, I think we could talk to you for ages. These two certainly
He
can.
needs to go and rest. He's got a big game to come up.
He's got loads coming up.
Yeah.
Dick, thank you very much. Well
later,
done.
guys. All the best. See you later.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Mikel, thoughts on a point? First game on the road. What are you thinking?
Very, as expected, a very tough match. Not the nicest watch to watch because obviously everything becomes a man-to-man game everywhere. We started the game really, really well, really commanding the game, playing in the areas that we wanted to play, clear 1 or 2 chances, and after that, we gave a lot of balls away, very simply, and then we could not get any rhythm, or momentum, or sequences of passes that would allow us to play in the areas that we wanted, and without conceding almost anything apart from the penalty. But on that moment, you needed probably one of the best saves that I've seen in my career, both the penalty and the second action from David.
Yeah, you've spoken about moments of magic in these type of games, and sometimes it's not your forwards, it's your line of defence. And David Raya, he just seems to be getting better and better. Yeah,
he was unbelievable again today, and we needed the other end, the 2 big chances that we had with Gavi to put them on the back of the net. This is Europe, very different games to the Premier League. Boxes become crucial, and not a lot of chances conceded or created. But a lot of positives, a lot of things are still for sure to improve.
Was it a slight surprise, or are you slightly disappointed they weren't at the levels that perhaps you would have liked ideally?
Well, it's a game that demands the best individually, and in order to do that, you need to have your players at your best, really composed, really good in duels, and certainly tonight we missed that.
Well, you said some positives there. Ricardo Calafiori, finally, we saw him on the pitch.
Yeah, he was really good as well. I thought when he came on, I think the sub helped us to get a bit more composure and dominate the game better. We need to improve.
All right, well, good luck for Sunday. Thank you.
Result as well. What were the major problems, do you think, that Atalanta caused Arsenal particularly in that second half?
I think the manager, Mikel Arteta, I think he hit it out on the head. I think they caused a lot of their own problems. I think they in possession very sloppy at times, especially in the forward areas. I don't think they was able to retain possession for long periods, enough in the second half especially. Although Atalanta did play their part in that. But you want to retain possession. In the Champions League, it's sometimes a slower paced game. You need people to get their foot on the ball. That's where someone like an Odegaard comes in. He's the one who gets on the ball sometimes. You might spend 2, 3, 4 seconds on the ball, allow the team to then get up and get into better positions. They showed glimpses of that today, but they wasn't as dominant in that area. They started well, like the manager said, but in terms of the whole game, I think there was a bit sloppy in areas, and they want to clean that up definitely for the weekend if they're going to get anything from that game.
They've been so prolific on the road in the Premier League, Martin, and that's really caught the eye. 10 wins and 1 draw in 11, but in the Champions League, they've only won once in 6 away games.
Different level Champions League.
This is the thing, and this is what I mean. Like, what do they have to do
step up
to be able to get to that level? What do you see? Well,
the thing is, I think, let's look what the manager is saying. He's saying that he wasn't particularly happy with possession, but I think that, when you look at the amount of players that they put around you in that midfield, when you see their front players, every single one of them is asking you a question, is testing you. That was quite an examination out there tonight. And then when you get the ball, you then got to switch that button where you've got to concentrate on how you play. I think Odegaard not being there was tricky. I think Havertz interchaining with Jesus. Sometimes it was Jesus to centre forward, sometimes Havertz. Not sure quite that worked at times. If I look at their front player, he was an easy target man. It was able to play through him. And
Easy to find, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was quite tricky the way that Arsenal were playing. And for large periods, that middle section of the game, they were out possession. But I think you can be proud of the performance tonight. People dug in, and you get a lot of credit for that. You look around, how many teams tonight lost in the Champions League away from home? When Arsenal picked up a point, that's a valuable point going forward.
I think there's a couple of ways you look at this, and I think this is Mikel Arteta. He looks at it like this is what are the negatives today, and I think we could do better with individual mistakes, possession, a chance for Martinelli. Yeah, they're things we can work on, but you have to look at what positives are. We said the same about the team and the players. Where can we find the positives? And that being resolute. That being tough to play against. They look like a hard team now. The team that Martin played in and before that. They look like a tough team to play against, home or away. And that's not what you want to really play against all the time. So they're a team that teams are looking at and going, I'd rather give that a miss. And that's a good place to be.
If you can't win it, don't lose it.
Yeah.
Come away with something. And they're on that plane now tonight, looking forward to a weekend. It's in the big time. These are the big games. It's what you join a club of that size for, and it doesn't get much bigger than playing against Man City.
And year 2 has only started tonight, hasn't it, for them in the Champions League? Plenty of positives still to look forward to as they go ahead in this campaign. OK, that is the Champions League done for match day 1 here. Let's take a look at what else is coming up then for...
Thank you very much, Rushman. David, you just said to me then, tough game. Really tough game out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, we know it's a tough game, a tough place to come. They are a magnificent team. They put it very, very difficult to us, but I think we put it very difficult for them as well. They didn't create that many chances. Obviously, the penalty, that's it. And no, it's just a point away from home, first Champions League game. I think we could have played a little bit more and a little bit better, but I thought we managed well the game. We were in our best today, so if we cannot win the game, let's not lose it.
Should we talk about your incredible double save out there tonight? Just talk us through that one.
No, it's just a penalty, and I was lucky to go the right way and save it. I wasn't lucky to get the rebound straight to him, but I was just quick enough to get up and save the rebound. So it's fantastic to be able to keep the clean sheet and to help the team to at least get a point. It
was a really long VAR check, but you seemed to go to the sideline, just take your time. What were you saying there? Was that the goalkeeping coach you were talking to?
Yeah, no, I took the decision to go to the sideline because it was a long way and a long time to decide if it was a pen or no. So I just went to speak with the goalie coach to have a more sensible way of where to go and where not to go and what to do and what not to do. So he helped me a lot in every aspect, so credit to him as well, that he does all the work with everything, and it's great to him as well, the save.
You seem to be building at Arsenal so much. Every week you're delivering save of the month for the game at Aston Villa, I think it was, delivering tonight. What is giving you this? Who is giving you this? How are you getting better and better?
I think everyone, of course the players, the staff and the fans, they believe that they have in me, and as well, of course, Iñaki, the goalie coach, is just so confident on me, and I just have to deliver for the club and for the fans, for everybody. So I'm just in a good way now. I've got things to improve as always, but of course I'm in a good place right now.
David, thank you for talking.
So I'm going to be tapping him up for that.
Oh yeah, I bet you will.
Yeah. Third kit. Is it the third kit? The black one?
Okay, yeah.
The black kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
It's that low down the pecking order. That's what I mean.
Real be in whatever happens. I mean, he just speaks so well, doesn't he, Declan Rice? As you say, he is one of the leaders of this side. And just that disappointment that you see in him now, for the lack of control that they had in that final third, that's something that, that would probably see a lot of Arsenal players with their heads down just a couple of seasons ago. Now it's just, we want to improve. We can't let this happen. We are a better team than this.
Yeah, but I think that the experienced players, the top players, the leaders in the team are the ones that then show the others the journey and the route out of a game like this. Find the positives and keep that momentum going into the weekend. You can't get bogged down by little details. Oh, we should have scored, and oh my, what if buts and maybe. We've got a huge game at the weekend. Where are the positives to get us now to this next game and make us bounce into that game rather than trudge into it?
Yeah, I think Arsenal was the perfect club for him at the perfect time, and he's now growing. He's measured. You can see there's no doubt he's a leader. But there were good decisions made. Jorginho coming off the bench, he's a really good brain on the pitch for the manager. The key decisions he made to rest Timber as well, Saka. It's the bigger picture the whole time, but to still come away with a result. But Raya is the player now who seems to have gone into different gears, isn't he? The way that he stops in a moment in time, goes to the bench, He has the presence of mind to do that. Help, give me help, where do I need to go? And he came back, he was measured, calm, and it was a waiting game, wasn't it? Against a very good player, by the way.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not just the players, you know. The impact that they're having from the bench, from the staff behind Mikel Arteta. We've got the set-piece coach who's proven his weight in gold. Now you've got the goalkeeper coach who came from Brentford, where Raya was before, who's given the information to go and produce that save there. So there's all these little details that do contribute to you being successful. Every person in that dressing room plays a role.
That's what you've got.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, Raya is the guy that we've been speaking about. He said in the interview with Becky that he was lucky twice. I don't think so. I mean, this is the incident that led to the penalty. It seemed like it started just outside the box, but it did continue in the box.
Partey's got to jockey there. There's no need to gamble and try and throw a leg at it there. You've got to gamble. You've got to jockey. Show him one way and say, well, go to the touchline. Use a touchline as your extra player almost.
Yeah, I mean, Ederson was driving into that area the whole time. Partey there for me, just start the second half, just sleeps in a little bit. He's wrestling with him, and then he catches him on the heel. And this is the chat here. This is an important conversation. And look at him just standing there, waiting. No movement, then he makes the decision, and he's up again. I mean, of course, the gaping goal there, he should be putting that in.
Yeah, Retegui should score.
But take nothing away from the goalkeeper here. He's up in a flash. He doesn't give up on it, and he believes in himself. I mean, that's 4 of those he's saved, by the way, in the last 8 penalties.
I said this in commentary about we see goalkeepers do this every day in training grounds. If we players up and down the country who stand there sometimes watching the goalkeepers train doing this, get down for one, jump up and have to go the other side of the goal. And we're standing there going, what are they doing? What are they up to? Like, would this ever... There.
That's why they do it.
Exactly.
And he says it's lucky. Can it ever be lucky?
There's an element of luck because it's an element of chance. And you're standing there in the moment, not really knowing where that's going to go. He guesses right to begin with. Then he puts it back into play, and he should get punished. But to be honest, his reactions there are first class. But he's got that belief about him now, and he looks like a driving force. When he took over from Aaron Ramsdale, the fans weren't sure. There was a few difficult moments for him. Now he's come through, and he's a major player for Arsenal. He played a major part in those.
The old saying where you earn your luck.
Yeah.
That first saver, he's earned a bit of luck there for the player to not finish it in the way he should.
Such a shame for Retegui. He has 4 Serie A goals this season so far. This was against Villa, I believe.
Well, this is the game. This is tonight. I mean, the mad thing is that this is a striker who was playing magnificently well, but also is in great form as well.
He impressed me.
Yeah, he did.
His movement, the way that he was able to occupy 2 central defenders, staying on side, curving his runs, protecting the ball really well. Good awareness of what.
Apologies, this is the Villa one.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's up again, and this is the thing. It's like a springboard, isn't he?
2 bad headers, though, I've got to say. I'm not being harsh either. Both the strikers will be sitting there and going, you know what, he shouldn't even have a right to save that. Shouldn't even give him the opportunity to save it.
But I think it's one of those where both in this situation, he doesn't expect the keeper to get up there. And, of course, tonight, I think the player's a little bit taken aback that his penalty's been saved. And he hasn't really got it in him to punish the keeper when he should have stayed calm and put it away. But... You know, look, he's a top keeper now. He's showing that now in the Champions League.
This is 2 centre-halves talking, by the way.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But what I liked is how the centre-halves and how all the players rallied around Raya and just went, yes.
Yeah,
you know,
team.
Team. Yeah. That's exactly what they are. Okay, team. It's half-time at the Stadio di Bergamo between Atalanta and Arsenal. Rio is getting accosted by the Atalanta fans, but Martin isn't. They kind of like you a bit more, don't they?
You're out of order. They're asking for pictures. How can we take a picture when we're doing a live TV show? It's unbelievable.
I know, it is unbelievable. Not like Rio, is it, to take a picture with someone?
That's professionalism. Stay where we are, do the job.
Yeah, get the job done.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that's a nice little segue, because Arsenal are doing the job well. Even if they're ruffled, I tell you what, Rio, they keep their shape. It just shows you how well drilled they are.
Yeah, look at this, getting back behind them. This has been a feature of their game, feature of this season especially. Forget the ball, get back into shape as quick as you can. Look at the manager applauding his team for getting back into shape. Now you have to be almost perfect to cut through this Arsenal team, to break them down. They're so compact, it's very difficult to play through that. A sea of red shirts in front of you makes the Atalanta team slow down and now start thinking about what they need to do.
It's like the Thames barrier, to coin a phrase. We're a long way from home, but they put that down, that barrier, but everybody has to but they have to flood back into position to get in there, and they do that work. The manager applauding it because he knows that's the order of the day, because when you play against this Atalanta team, their movement's excellent. They put lots of bodies forward. They're even sending one of the centre-halves forward. So you've got to be able to get bodies back behind the ball. Arsenal have done that very well.
They have done that very well. They had the best chance, didn't they, with that Saka free kick?
Yeah, actually, very good save, I thought, actually. Maybe, I'm not sure if the wall is right for him, but nonetheless, he makes the save. I'm not sure it was a goal kick after, but he gets down low, good a hand to that, and Saka nearly putting Arsenal ahead.
Nearly did. What about this man, Retegui?
Yeah, look at his movement. He comes late. This is difficult for a defender. You need communication, people telling you, but once he's there, lays it off. The awareness is great. His movement's been so cute. Look how late he comes across. He's not standing there waiting. If he's standing there waiting, it makes it easier for Gabriel to pick him up. The fact he comes late, the surprise element, difficult to pick that up.
Yeah.
They need to keep him quiet. And then if Atalanta put the ball in the box a bit earlier, as Robbie said in the commentary, they'll have more opportunities, I think.
Yeah. Catalara as well joins in really well. Yeah. Almost impossible to pick him up from midfield.
Lots for Arsenal to be aware of.
It's a great win.
Yes, it is. And guess what? We're going to take you over to Italy. We're going to take you over to Bergamo, where Arsenal played to a 0-0 draw against Atalanta tonight, because the star player of the match for Arsenal, David Raya, can join us. Friend of the show, good to see you.
Hello, how are we?
We're good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
No, I feel like you need to give a better welcome than that. David, how are you? Nice to see you, my friend.
I'm good.
What a save that was! Complimentary.
No, it was a good way to save the pen, and disappointed with the result, to be fair.
David, you've saved I think 4 of your last 8 penalties. Can you give us any secrets? What's the technique? What's the plan?
Just work in training. Trust your instincts and trust what the goalie coach tried to say, and just follow it, basically. Yeah.
Well, you spoke to the goalkeeper coach when the officials were looking at the VAR. I mean, can you give us a little insight? What was the secret? What was the message?
No, it was just because I felt like the season was taking long, so I decided to go to the sideline and speak with the goalie coach to have a plan to make sure that we're both on the same page, and it worked out. I was lucky enough to save, and then the rebound, I just got up very quick and tried to save the rebound, which that was the main thing as well. The rebound, it went a little bit in the middle. I should have tried to push it away, but I was lucky enough to get the second ball as well.
David, we can't believe how good that save is. That's one of the best, saves I've seen for years. I mean, where does that rank for you in the best saves you've made in your career?
Well, it has to rank on the top, especially in the situation we were 0-0, had the team with a point, and the double save is incredible. I wouldn't rank a top save in my career, but 100% one of the top 3s.
David, can I ask you about the defensive unit and how important that has been for certainly your away form? It looks outstanding for us analysing the game.
No, defensively, I think it's credit to everyone, from the striker to me. It's just collective things that the gaffer tries to employ to the team, that everybody defends, and it makes it difficult for the teams to create chances and to not concede goals. So no, it's impressive, to be fair, the numbers and everything, but we got a lot of things to improve.
David, it's a good result for you tonight, but we can't not speak about the big game on Sunday. The 2 best teams in the Premier League who we've seen the last couple of seasons. You went there last season, got a clean sheet and got 1 point. Do you think you need to go one step further if you're going to go on and win the Premier League this season?
We want to win. We're going to go there to get the 3 points. Now it's time to recover and think about Sunday. So we know it's a massive game, and we know how tough it's going to be to go to the Etihad. But if we want to go there and win, we've got to do a lot of things right, and I think we are capable to go there and get the 3 points.
David, before we let you go, as I do on this show, I don't know if you are aware of our clips and whatnot. I would just like to ask you, who is your favourite on the show?
Oh, you put me right on the spot, funny.
Oh! You make me laugh. You stay there, baby! I love you!
What does he smell like?
You see, for those things, you win a lot of people there.
David, thank you.
David, what an interview. Get yourself rested for Sunday, baby.
Don't look there. Don't look like that.
David, we appreciate you. Thank you for the time.
Thank you very much.
Have a great one.
Save.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best.
How's it feel, guys? Numero uno.
Have I ever had one?
No.
You never said me yet.
Well, no one likes you today.
I actually take that as a compliment.
Woo, I feel great again.
How many people have said you?
Manager.
Luis Enrique.
Lucas Enrique.
Luis.
Louis?
Not
Excuse
Lucas.
me, eh?
Not Lucas.
No.
Luis.
I said Louise.
You said Lucas at the
I
beginning.
didn't say Louis. I said Louise. Louis. Titi, Louis.
Luis.
I'm trying to be like multilingual. Teach me, Louis.
Luis.
And Raya for me. And Bastoni. And for you?
I thought
think
Luis
you had a
Enrique
couple.
said me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he might have done. I might have just made that up.
Pep for you.
I don't know.